Hello YouTubers, my name is Attila Mate from Blue Sky Photography, and today I would like to talk to you about a few tips, actually 5 tips, how to choose your portrait location. Now, obviously we are talking about outdoor portraits or nature portraits or whatever you want to call it, or sometimes in environmental portraits. Now, what is environmental portrait? If you don't know, that means that the picture will actually tell from the subject what is his occupation, what type of person is he, these kind of things. So usually environmental portraits will be shot like in the environment where the subject will work, or what is his hobby, or these kind of things. The example, a lawyer, you will shoot on the front of a bookshelf full with law books, or a farmer, you will shot on his tractor or out on his farmland, or these kind of things. So we are talking about outdoor portraits or environmental portraits outside, and how you choose your location, because it is very, very important how you choose and what time of the day you choose your location, because it can ruin your photos or it can make your photos beautiful. So small mistake and you will regret. And I tell you, it happened with me that I made a small mistake. I was in the first communion. I made a small mistake because I went and I searched the location, and I chose the location. I said, okay, this will be the location where we will do the formal portraits. And I forgot about the position of the sun. So when I was there, it was 2 hours earlier. 2 hours, sorry. So it was a difference in 2 hours, and the sun was in a complete different location on the sky. And that's it. And I got in trouble. And because I was alone, I didn't have assistant with me, I was in trouble, because if I have an assistant, I will place a big diffuser, to block the sun. But it wasn't that easy because I had no assistant. So it is very, very important to choose wisely and carefully your location. Now, tip number 1, what time of the day you will go. You choose your location according to that. Now, like I told you, why? Because of the sun. What time of the day? Obviously, when you go and you choose a location and you see this time of the day I go, okay, you go, when you plan the time of the day, you go out on the location and you look the sun. Where is the sun? Okay, so I have to pick that spot or that spot or that spot according where the sun it is. And always look at the sun, because your subject cannot be facing the sun, because if the sun hits your subject in the eye, your subject will do like, and that's not good. That doesn't look good in a portrait. So the subject has to be very, very much sidewise or back behind your subject, and you have to compensate from the front with flash to overkill, the power of the sun. So you have to choose that. If you have possibility to choose in shadow, that would be the best, because shadow or a nice diffuse somewhere, but again, don't choose under the trees where the sun can get through the leaves, because you will get some spots, bright spots on your subject's face, and you can't repair that. That is horrible, I tell you. So you don't do that. No, you have to choose a location where or the sun is blocked completely and it's a nice diffused light, or if not, then out on the sun, but you have to use diffuser, or if not, you use flash and put the sun behind the subject. So this was tip number 1. Tip number 2, what kind of photo shoot it is. And this depends on the subject's personality as well. Now, why I say this? Because many times people, they don't realize how important it is that the subject feels comfortable when you shoot. Because many times, and I tell you, this is the first thing they teach us when I was studying photography. And they teach us that you have to make your clients to feel comfortable. If they don't feel comfortable, you will see on the faces, on the expression of the face, you will see that stress, you will see he or she must be relaxed, must be comfortable. So the best thing is to talk to her and to find out what kind of portrait he or she was thinking of, what kind of location he or she was thinking of, and then you choose the location according to what kind of personality is he or she. If he or she is like a very energetic and playful person, and this you can shoot in such places like a fun park, or you can shoot, you know, like many different places you can choose according to personality. And if you see that the client is not comfortable, you have to talk to her. You have to convince her that they are doing well, they are doing okay, because it's very, very important. I tell you, I when I started shooting portraits, I realized after a few shots that this is not good. This is not going well. I looked at the shot and I see this scared face, you know, and when you stick the camera in their face, you know, and you start shooting. That's why I try to use longer lenses, you know, like 135 or 100 millimeter lenses, because you could go further down. But anyway, there are many types of portraits. What you want to do, how you want to do, you have to decide it, and you have to choose the location according to that. Now, tip number 3, what type of portraits you want to shoot? Because you can shoot there are many types of portraits. There are formal portraits. There are kind of candid portraits, I would say, where you just, the example, a couple, they are just acting normally, they walk or something, you just go around with them and you just show it. So it's not a formal portrait. It's not that you position them and you say how to keep the hands, and no, that's kind of a candid portrait. That's, again, it's different, because in that situation it is much more easier for them to act relaxed, you know, and naturally, because they won't really see you, you know, and they don't see the camera stick in their face, you know. You are just walking around with them, take the shots, you know, and then you choose the best. So you have to decide what type of portraits you want to shoot. Again, you can do some nude portraits as well, you know. It depends. There are many type of portraits, environmental portraits, like I said. Many type of portraits. You have to choose which one and choose the location according to that. Okay, tip number 4. What kind of light setup you need, and do you have that? Because you will need light. You will need lights. So, and this is important, guys, because you cannot choose a location where it's bright sun when you don't have a flash, which is HSS, and you overkill the sun. You cannot do that. Without a flash out in the sun, you are done. In a bright sun, or you need an assistant with a diffuser, then it's okay. Because assistant will keep the diffuser, you know, to diffuse the sunlight. But even then, you need a flash. So you have to watch carefully what kind of lights do you have, and then you choose the daytime. If you don't have flash, okay, but then you need to choose a time of a day when the light is not so strong. In the early morning, or at close to sunset. Close to evening, sunset. Because then the light is not so strong, you know. And then you can deal with a strong LED light, or you can deal with a normal flash. But don't choose noontime, you know. But obviously, probably you know about golden hour, and that's the best, you know, for these kind of things, and that's the best to choose, you know what I mean. But anyway, sometimes in some situations your clients don't have time or something, and you have to do it. But this is very important. What kind of light setup do you need, and do you have that or not? So you choose the location according to that and the time of the day. Again, tip number 5, discuss with your clients the details and the places you suggest of the session, because you must know what they want. It happened with me that I took a couple to a place. It was sand dunes, you know. It's close to Waterford here where I live, in Tramore actually, and close to the sea. And it's a lovely place. I would say when the sky is nice and blue, it is one of the greatest places for portraits, because you will have all the sand dunes and all the nice grass on the sand dunes, and then you have the bright sky, you know, the blue sky, and the colors are just beautiful, you know, for portrait. But the problem is, when we got over there, the girl said, I don't like this. So my mistake was that I didn't tell them. I just said, okay, you will see, you will like it. No, you never know what they like. You never know. What you might like, she might not like, or he might not like. So it is very important to discuss with your clients and tell them the location you suggest, because then they can choose. Because if they said, okay, we are okay with that location, then after that they cannot back out. But in that situation, I had to bring them to a different location and we lost time, and it was a complete mess, you know. But anyway, it was okay, we did the shots, no problem, but in the same time it was uncomfortable. So you have to discuss with your clients the details and the place you suggest. Now, these are the 5 tips. There are some other tips as well, you know, and probably you have some different tips. If you do, please feel free and leave a comment down below. I'm not the perfect person on the face of the earth. I might make mistakes. These are only my experience with customers, and these, in my opinion, these are important things to discuss with them. And if you have some other ideas or some other tips, please feel free and leave a comment down below, and let's help others, you know, to learn. And I hope that you like this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe and share my videos. And if you want to help this channel, please use the Amazon link down below. It won't cost you anything extra, and it will help me keep this channel going. And other than that, I wish you a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.